Looking after your tent is essential for keeping it in good condition, ensuring your tent will last for years to come. The first thing you need to do is make sure it stays clean. Now, the outsides of the tent can be affected by things like tree sap or even bird poo, so you can clean these off easily with a cleaner, such as this one, which you water down, apply with a sponge, clean off all the mud or whatever off your tent, and then just give it a good rinse, and that'll give your tent a good clean. The next part is reproofing your tent. Now, all tents come with a water repellent treatment from new, but over time that water repellent treatment will wear away, and you'll notice that your tent, the water isn't beading off your tent where it runs, but the tent is actually wetting out and looking a bit dark. This is easily solved by using a product like Nikwax or Fabsil, which is applied to the outside of the tent. So with this one, you simply spray it on all over the tent with a cloth, make sure you've got good coverage, rub off any excess and let the tent dry, and it will be reproofed. The most common cause of leaks in tents that only happens after a lot of use is on the seams. Now, tent fabric is waterproof and will remain so, especially if reproofed regularly. The sealant that goes between where the pieces of fabric are stitched together over time when the tent is folded can start to break. Very, very easy to repair that. If you notice a leak, use something like this, which is a seam sealer. That is simply applied to the seam, stuck on, and that will seal the seam and water cannot get in the tent. On the bottom of your tent, underneath the ground sheet, that can be affected by mud. One way of solving this is to get yourself a ground sheet underneath the tent, but if your tent is muddy, you simply need to turn it over and give that a good clean to make sure there's no mud on it when it's packed away. And finally, keeping your tent dry. Now, we all know the dreaded wet pack down is your camping nightmare. It does happen though, unfortunately. So when you've packed down your tent, and if it is wet when you take it home, it is essential that you dry it. So get it out in the garden. Even if you've got a small garden, you can hang it out, rotate it, but make sure before you pack it away and store it that it is completely dry, and that will ensure that there's no mold and your tent again will stay in perfect condition. So that was a brief overview of aftercare for your tent. So really important, read the instructions for your tent, read the instructions on any of the proofing products or cleaning products you get, and that will make sure your tent is clean, proofed, dry, and will last for years. I hope that's been helpful. There's more videos like this on our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Happy camping.